the online class. That is Bhringaraja. So Bhringaraja is a well-known drug for its action. That is Kesha Karma. It's a well-known drug for its Kesha Karma. Since from in the classical text, so Acharya Charaka Sushruta has not mentioned in any of the Mahakashayas, but its utilities has been explained in different context. But most of the Nigantakaras and Samhitas, they have explained its utility in Keshagata Vikaras. Apart from its Keshagata Vikaras, it's also having Yakrut Uttejaka Karma, that is hepatoprotective activities also. It is having a good hepatoprotective activity. Apart from that, it is having Shotahara Karma is also there. Okay, but mainly it is well known for its Kesha Karma. Okay, so this is the picture of the plant. It is an annual herb. Usually, very commonly, we'll get this plant as a weed. So throughout India, we used to find this plant, especially this plant which grows in the rainy season. It will be around 3 to 4 months. Then they used to destroy. Okay, so where there will be continuous, the rain sources are the rain and water sources are available. So in that particular area, so it may be available, but it is an annual herb. Okay, so the basonym of Bhringaraja. See the name Bhringaraja means which attracts the honeybees or Bhringa, or the flowers which shines like the Bhringa, that is honeybees. Okay, so Bhringa iva rajate, Bhringa iva rajate, iti Bhringarajaha. That is the basonym of Bhringaraja. Bhringa iva rajate. The flowers of Bhringaraja shines like an honeybees. Based on the color, there are different types of the Bhringaraja is there, but mainly there is the botanical source, Eclipta alba. Alba means that is white, as you all know already while explaining about Chandana. There is Santalum album. Santalum album. Alba means that is white color, Shweta Varna. In the similar way, so depending upon the color of the flowers, there are different types of Bhringaraja they used to explain, like Shweta Bhringaraja, Pita Bhringaraja. Nigantus mainly they are highlighting about two types, but one more variety, Pita, Shweta, Pita and Rakta Bhringaraja is also explained by some of the scholars. Okay, so here Eclipta alba and Eclipta prostata. So there are two botanical sources of Bhringaraja, Eclipta alba and Eclipta prostata. Belongs to the Fabaceae family. It is Simbicula. Fabaceae family, Simbicula. In Hindi it is called Bhangra. In English it is called trailing Eclipta. Trailing Eclipta. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಗರಗದ ಸೊಪ್ಪು, ಗರಗದ ಸೊಪ್ಪು ಅಥವಾ ಆಡು ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ Kadigaraga, Kadiga. So as you all know, Kadige, that is which is a black in color. So that's why the local peoples they used to say Kadigaraga. It becomes a black color. So because of this, the common peoples they used to say as Kadigaraga. It is like the black, which gives the Krishna Varna or blackish as like that of Kadige. Okay, that's why the local peoples they used to say as Kadigaraga. Okay, Bangara, trailing Eclipta, and Garagada Soppu athwa Kadigaraga. So this is about botanical name, family name, and vernacular names. Eclipta alba or Eclipta prostata. Eclipta prostata belongs to the Fabaceae family. So false dicey, it is Eclipta prostrata. Prostrata. Okay. So you can, in this picture you can observe it is an erect herb. It is an erect herb. So see, this plant usually, as it prefers the marshy area or where the water sources are more. So in that particular area, the plants they used to grow. That's why it's having one of the synonyms as Panka Jata. Panka Jata means Panka means like a mud, where the soil is saturated with water. Panka jata. Jata means one which take its birth, as it prefers the marshy area or the mud, like the mud. So that's why they used to call it as Panka jata. Okay, so it prefers the marshy area for its growth. So the first, based on the availability, one of the synonym is pankajata. So pankajata, like a pankaja. For kamala, we used to call as pankaja. Means the plants one which grows in the mud. Okay. In the similar way, pankajata is a synonym for brungaraja, as it prefers the marshy area for its growth. Okay. And most of the synonyms are based on its action itself. Okay, so based on the availability, pankajata. So based on actions, brungaraja, brunghan ranjayati iti, brunghan ranjayati iti, and brunghava, that is brungham avayate spardhate, and kesharaja, keshaha rajante anena keshatvat iti. So almost all the synonyms they have given, that is based on its karma, based on its karma. Brungaraja, the flowers which attracts the honeybees, and it shines like the flowers which shines like the honeybees. So Brungaraja, Brunghava, okay, and Kesharaja and Kesharanjana, as the main action, the main karma of this Brungaraja is Kesha karma. So depending upon that, so these synonyms, Kesharaja, Kesharanjana, among the Kesha Dravyas, so it is considered as king among the Kesha Dravyas, because as it gives, which helps in the premature graying of the hairs, as which gives color to the hairs. Okay, Kesha Raja, Kesha Ranjana, Keshaha Rajante Anena Keshatvat, and Keshanam Ranjanaha Keshatvat iti, as which does the Ranjana of the Keshas, which gives color to the Keshas, particularly the premature graying of the hairs. So that's why they used to call as Kesha Raja, Kesha Ranjana. And so in the classical text, if you search, you will get not the most of the times they used to mention like Markava, Marayati, Kesha Shauklam Vinashayati. So that is based on once again based on its action, as it is useful in case of in case of premature graying of the hairs. Okay, Marayati, Kesha Shauklam Vinashayati. And Ravi Priya. So Ravi Priya, it is liked by sun. So there are so many drugs which they used to blossom their flowers during after the sunrise. So that's why they used to call it Ravi Priya. And Suryavartha, and Angharaka. Angharaka is one of the synonym that we have discussed in the last class while explaining about Barangi. So Angharaka, that denotes, some Acharya says, which prefers which grows wildly, which grows wildly, and some text they have mentioned as which is having red color flowers. Red color flowers, they used to say. Here also you can say like Angharaka. So depending upon as it widely available, commonly available. Ravi Priya and Suryavarta both are having same meanings. Okay, so these are some of the synonyms of this Brungaraja. So this is the plant. You can say it is an erect annual herb. It is an erect annual herb. There is another botanical source, Eclipta prostrata. There means the stems are somewhat soft. So because of that soft stem, so they used to sometimes they used to spread some of the old stems. They used to spread along the ground level. Okay, and some of the stems are erect. They are not weak. They are soft stem. Okay, as it prefers the marshy area which stores more water. When you the stems are smooth, soft, and fleshy. Okay, so because of this fleshy nature, you will get more the swarasa, even in the leaves, even in the stem part also. Okay, so you can clearly observe here in this picture, the type of leaf is simple leaf. Type of leaf is simple, and arrangement of the leaf you can observe there is an opposite and decussate. So this is the lower leaves, and this is the upper leaves. So upper leaves are right angle to the lower leaves. So this is opposite decussate. So if you take this as an lower leaves and this is upper leaves, so this is right angle to the lower leaves. So this is considered as opposite decussate. Okay, type of leaf is simple, arrangement of the leaf is opposite decussate, and shape of the leaflet, as it is broadest at the middle, tapering towards the base and apex. This is the apex and this is the base, tapering towards both base as well as apex. So broadest at the middle. So it is the characteristic feature of elliptic type of leaf. Okay, and if you consider the width of the leaf, so the width is 2 to 3 times, the length will be 2 to 3 times than its width. So based on this character also you can say lanceolate. So elliptic and lanceolate, there are two shapes of lamina, you can say. And here in this picture we are unable to see the petiole. So this is another picture of yes, in this case you can observe. So there are the branches, some stem parts, they used to move along the ground level. The basal stems, so in the center they used to, it is erect, whereas the basal stems they move along the ground level. So because of this character, they used to say eclipta prostrata. Okay, eclipta prostrata. So this is another picture of Bhringaraja. Yes. Yes, here you can clearly observe. So the petiole is almost sessile or very short petiole, or you can say sessile, very small. It is directly attached. That is the nature of the leaf. The nature of leaf is, you can say, it is directly originating from the main stem as well as from the branches. So that is directly originating stem means that is a ramal. Ramal means the leaves are directly originating from the main stem, that is we used to call as culine. And if the leaves are originating from the branches, then we used to call as ramal. Okay, so nature of leaf is culine and ramal. That is, if the leaves are originating from the main stem, that we used to call as a culine, and if the leaves are originating from the branches, then we used to call as ramal. Okay, and also you can observe the stem is fleshy. Stem is fleshy, smooth, and you will get also, you can observe hairs are present on this stem. The hairs and these hairs are present on the stem, and even in the leaves also. I will show some more pictures. Yes, clearly can observe here in this picture. So there will be the main stem and the branches, and even you can observe the leaves also. So all the whole part is, it is having the hairs are present on this plant. Okay, so this is the main stem if you consider. So this is the leaf. So this is the lamina. The lamina is not dissected, and also there will be a presence of axillary bud. So this axillary bud is continuous as the flower. Okay, or in the another side, it is the axillary bud is continuous as a branch. So that's why we. Okay, this is another picture of stem, because as the panchanga is the useful part, the whole plant we are collecting for extracting the swarasa. Okay, so in this picture you can observe even the flowers also. Okay, so please note down about the swarupa. It is an annual herb. It is an annual herb which grows about 1 feet height. It is an annual herb which grows about 1 feet height. But the lower stems, they used to sometimes which moves along the ground level. Okay, and the stems are herbaceous, means soft stem, not weak. Stems are herbaceous, soft stem, branched, occasionally rooting at the nodes. Occasionally, you can observe if the stems are moving horizontally and along the ground level. So at that time, at the nodes, you will get the roots. So with the help of another branch, another plant, it is going to develop. Okay, so that is occasionally rooting at the nodes. Like in case of Changeria, Oxalis cornucellata, you can observe where the runner, where every node, at every node, there will be rootlets are there. So with the help of that, it continuously which moves along the ground level. Okay, the similar way, sometimes if the stem part which moves along the ground level, so at that time, at the nodes, you will get the roots. And stem is cylindrical in shape. So most of the times the stems are cylindrical, and some conditions you will get the flat. So that we have observed in the previous, yes, in this picture you can observe sometimes the stems are flat. Okay, but maximum time we used to find the stems are cylindrical in shape and rough due to the presence of these hairs, but soft. That is because of the, as it contains, as it grows in the marshy area, so most it contains maximum water content. When you press, it will be soft, and the roughness is because of the presence of the hairs. Okay, and greenish occasionally. So this is about the leaf. You can observe, yes, clearly you can observe about the presence of the hairs on the leaf, and you can observe the margins. Somewhat it is dissected, serrated margins. Okay, shape of the leaf is elliptic or lanceolate, elliptic or lanceolate, sessile, apposite, decussate. So these are all pictures of about the leaves. You can observe. Okay, so in this picture you can clearly observe that is directly the lamina is originating from the main stem. So there is no petiole, it is completely absent. That is sessile leaves. Leaves are sessile in this case, you can say. Yes, here you can clearly observe there is no petiole, and the leaves are broadest at the middle. You can observe the leaves are broadest at the middle, tapering towards the apex as well as the base. So depending upon this character, you can say this is elliptic, as the length will be more than its width, 2 to 3 times than its width. So depending upon that, you can say lanceolate. So in this picture, you can clearly observe about the margins and the upper surface as well as the lower surface of the Bhringaraja. So here also you can opposite arrangement of the leaves, opposite and decussate, and also you can observe about the flowers, inflorescence. Okay, so please note down about the swarupa of leaf, nature of the leaf, ramal and quilline. Not only ramal, that is the leaves are originating from the branches. Even the leaves are directly originating from the main stem also. So both the characters are present. So that's why you can say quilline as well as ramal. The nature of leaves, quilline as well as ramal. And type of leaf is simple. Arrangement of leaf is opposite, decussate. Opposite, decussate, and shape not oblong. In the textbook they have given as an oblong, but what you have observed, that is elliptic. Elliptic as well as lanceolate. Both characters are present. Elliptic as well as lanceolate. Maybe depending upon the geographical variation, so you may get the oblong shape also. If you want to say oblong, so there will be the margins of the lamina should be parallel. Okay, but here it is broadest at the middle and tapering towards the base as well as apex. So depending upon this character, you can say this is elliptic as well as lanceolate. Okay, apex is acute, size 3 to 9 centimeter in length and 1 to 2 centimeter width. 1 to 2 centimeter width. Petiole sessile or subsessile, very minutely. Sessile or subsessile. Margin, it is serrated. Sometimes we will get sub entire, or sometimes you can say serrate margins. And surface is strigose, that is because of the presence of the hairs on the both upper surface as well as the lower surface. Okay, so next we'll move to the inflorescence. So this is a specific characteristic feature of belongs to the Asteraceae family. Asteraceae family, there's Brunga rajicula, that previously we used to call as head inflorescence, like Suryamukhi, Suryakanti. So that is the best example where both male and female flowers are present, and some times only there is unisexual flowers. So this is, you can say, head inflorescence, but nowadays they are under head inflorescence. It is sub classification is this is the flowers and fruits. So this is like the fruits of Bhrungaraja. So this, you can say, inside this, after completely drying, it becomes black color. See, like exactly Suryamukhi. Exactly Suryamukhi. In Kannada we used to call as Surya. So in similar way, that type of one part. Okay. So the head inflorescence, flowers are solitary or two together or axillary or terminal, and zygomorphic, unisexual, incomplete. Because of the, so some cases the androecium part will be absent, or they are highly reduced. Only the gynoecium part will be present. Okay, and color is white. Depending upon the color, there are 2 to 3 types: Pita Varna, Pita Bhrungaraja, Rakta Bhrungaraja. Okay, there are different types of Bhrungaraja depending upon the color of the flowers. And type of fruit is Sapsila. Okay, so next we'll move to the Utpatti Sthana. So Bhrungaraja is found throughout India. Bhrungaraja is found throughout India, ascending to 6,000 feet altitude from sea level. 6,000 feet from the sea level, especially near marshy places. Okay, so while writing the habitat, please write the plant, it prefers marshy area for its growth. Okay, so in dry area it will not grow. Wherever the water sources are there, in that particular area only it prefers for its growth. So marshy places, as a weed it will grow. So commonly seen in South Indian states like Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, even in the North Indian states like Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Paschim Bengal. So in those areas also we are getting abundantly about these drugs. Okay, so there are different types of Bhrungaraja. According to Rajanegan, to 3 types: Shweta Bhrungaraja, Pita Bhrungaraja, Neela Bhrungaraja. But one more variety of Bhrungaraja is explained by the scholars. They used to say Rakta Bhrungaraja. Okay, that is not the Nigantukaras. The scholars, they used to say is like Rakta Bhrungaraja also. Shweta Bhrungaraja, Pita Bhrungaraja, and Neela Bhrungaraja. Eclipta alba, Vedelia, Calendulaceae. So these are the types of Bhrungaraja. So these are some of the active principles. That is Vedelactone, Norvedelactone, Vedelolactone, then Ecliptol, Vedelolactone. So these are some of the important active principles of Bhrungaraja, the chemical structures. Yes, the whole plant contains phytosterol, A, beta-amyrin, vedelolactone, triterpenic acid, and dismethyl vedelolactone stigmosterol. Okay, the whole plant contains phytosterol A, beta-amyrin, vedelolactone, triterpenic acid, dismethyl vedelolactone, and stigmosterol. So these are some of the important active principles of Bhrungaraja. Then the properties. So very interestingly, as it prefers the marshy area and which stores more water, that is a Saumya nature, but Virya is here Ushna Virya. Okay, so Rasa is Katutikta Rasa, Laguruksha Guna, Ushna Virya, Katavipaka. But usually the plants which prefers the marshy area, there will be a Shita Virya, but it is interestingly, it is having Ushna Virya. Okay, so Katutikta Rasa, Laguruksha Guna, Katavipaka, Ushna Virya. And Dosha Karmagnata is Kapha Vata Shamaka. Kapha Vata Shamaka. Next, we'll move to some of the health benefits of Bhrungaraja. The first and foremost, the action, it strengthens the hair roots, where there will be the falling of the hairs. Okay, so in such type of conditions, strengthens the hair roots and promotes the hair growth also. So hair growth will be increased, and also it strengthens the hair roots, so it will not allow to fall the hairs. Okay, so the first and foremost is strengthens the hair roots and promotes the hair growth, and also prevents the premature graying of the hairs. See, almost the maximum the effects or the actions on the hairs, that is Kesha Karma, that it prevents the premature graying of the hairs. That is like Kalitya, Palitya. Okay, so in these conditions, it is a very good medicine, and also detoxifies the liver. Yakrut Uttejaka Karma. Okay, it detoxifies the liver and acts as a rejuvenator, and also it is having the Rasayana Karma also, and helps to improve the body metabolism. See some of the health benefits of Bhrungaraja Taila. So makes hair healthy and lustrous. So almost all the actions are mainly on the Kesha Karma. Okay, makes hair healthy and lustrous, keeps hair free from dandruff, and keeps skin clear and free from acne. So even it is having a Tvacha Karma. So because of this Tvacha Karma, which is indicated in case of this Switra, like the Kushta, Switra type of Kushta, Shvitragna Karma, because it is having the Tvacha and Shvitragna. So because of this, it is indicated in case of Switra Rogas, a type of Kushta. Okay, that is keeps the skin clear and free from acne, and also it is having anti-inflammatory and pain reliever. It is having some anti-inflammatory and analgesic effect. The Bhrungaraja. Some more health benefits of Bhrungaraja. That is miracle for hair problems. It is a well-known drug for, if they have asked for in the examination for therapeutic uses or Amayika Prayoga of Bhrungaraja, the first and foremost choice should be concerned to the Keshagata Vikaras. Okay, it may be a Kalitya or Palitya or whatever the diseases which occur. So first you write about these concerned to the Keshagata Vikaras. Okay, so miracle for hair problems, relief from migraine, and treats the jaundice, aids for scorpion bites, and helpful in case of cholera, treat ulcers, controls the high blood pressure, treats skin and eye problems. So same as earlier we have discussed about the Bhrungaraja. Next we'll move to the according to Ayurveda, Karma and Rogagnata, that is Kesha Karma. So indicating case of Kalitya and Palitya, and it is having a Tvacha. So because of this Tvacha, as it is beneficial in case of Gata Rogas like Kushta, Tvak Vikaras, and also it is having Krimigna Karma, so indicating case of Krimi, and it is having a Chakshusha Karma, that because of this Chakshusha Karma, it is indicating case of Chakshugata Vikaras. It is having Shota Hara Karma, so because of this it is indicating case of Shota, and also it is having Swasa Hara Karma, so because of this it is indicating case of Swasa, and Kasa Hara Karma, so indicating case of Kasa, Pandunut, and because of this Pandunath Karma, it is indicating in case of Pandu, and Danta Roga Hara Karma, so because of this it is indicated in case of Danta Gata Vikaras. Next is the Amayika Prayoga, therapeutic uses. In case of Palitya, that is like a premature graying of the hairs. So you can prepare the Taila, that is Bhrungaraja Taila. So the base is Tila Taila. As you all know, the Tila Taila is Sreshta Taila. So among the Tailas, it may be most of the internal, the administration, because Tila Taila is the one which is administered internally as well as externally when you are using as a medicine. Okay, so first you collect the Bhrungaraja whole plant. You can wash it properly as it prefers the marshy area. So it contains the mud part. So you can cleanly wash it, and then after cleanly washing, then you can make a kalka, and then you can squeeze with the help of a cloth. So you will get the swarasa. Okay. So the base is Tilataila. So in that Tilataila, you can add the swarasa of Bhrungaraja and Maduka, that is St. Madhu. So after properly mixing, for that you can add a Kshira. So one part of Bhrungaraja Swarasa, one part of St. Madhu Swarasa, then you can add 2 parts of Dugdha. So that the Thaila, after you can observe for till the Thaila Siddhi Lakshana. So when you will get the Thaila Siddhi Lakshana, so that Thaila is used for Nashya Karma. That Thaila is used for Nashya Karma. So this will reduce the Palitya. Okay, this will reduce the Palitya. Then in case of Shvitra, as it is having a Tvacha, that is indicating case of Tvakvikara or Kushta. As you all know, Shvitra is a type of Kushta. Okay, so in case of Shvitra, so Bhrungaraja is fried in iron pan. So that is in good places where usually it prefers the marshy area. So you can collect from the good places, you can wash it properly, and then after proper washing, you can take an iron pan. So in that you can put the oil. It may be a Bhumigira Taila or a Suryamukhi Taila or Kusumba Taila, whatever the Taila you prefers, you can put the Taila. So in that Taila, you can fry the Panchanga of Bhrungaraja. Okay. So after proper frying, so that fried the Bhrungaraja is used as a vegetable. You can eat that one. So after eating, so ask the person to drink the milk which is processed with bijaka or asana, bijaka or asana. So in both the case, the niryasa, the hardwood is the useful part. So niryasa, the churna, you can mix it in the milk. So that milk will be ask that person to take that milk. Okay. In case of Shvitra, so you can first collect the Bhrungaraja. You can properly clean it. Then you can take an iron pan. So in that, take some amount of the Taila. So in that Taila, you can fry that Bhrungaraja, the Panchangas. After proper frying, ask the person to eat that one. So after eating the Bhrungaraja, then you can ask that person to drink the milk which is processed with the Bijaka. Okay. So this therapy is very much beneficial in case of Shvitra. And one more, as it is having Chakshusha Karma. So for Drushti Prasadanartha, means to improve the eyesight. To improve the eyesight, so you can prepare some of the Tailas, like the Taila prepared from Bibitaki Churna. Even the Bibitaki is also, that is Haritaki, Bibitaki, Amalaki. So all the drugs are having Chakshusha Karmas. Okay. So here, the Bibitaki Churna and Bhrungaraja Swarasa. So you can prepare the Taila by, so the ingredients like Tila Taila, Bibitaki Churna, Bhrungaraja Swarasa, Asana Kwata. Okay, so take an iron vessel. So in that you can put the Tila Taila, and then as a Swarasa and Kalka Dravya, like Bibitaki Churna. So it can be like Kalka Dravya and Bhrungaraja Swarasa, that is a Swarasa, Kwata Dravyas. So you can mix it properly and prepare the Taila as per the Taila Paka. After completely when you get the Taila